I catch crocodiles strictly for crocodile conservation. And every single crocodile that I've ever captured has been different. They've all got their personalities. Some hit hard, like a ton of bricks, and some are a little more placid. Boys versus girls. You never know what the temperament of a croc's gonna be like. Here's some of my greatest crocodile captures. On film, that is.
Capturing crocs doesn't really matter whether it's a boy or a girl. And one of my favourite female crocodiles is Bindi. By crikey, she's a gnarly little Sheila. Imagine if that was a leg.
We've got to try and catch her to move her in with Graham.
She's just got her teeth just slightly meshed together such that I can't get the loop over properly.
And she doesn't understand we're trying to help her.
I missed it. No, I missed it.
Oh, almost.
It's always difficult getting the lasso over those top teeth and top jaw. Ooh, looking good. She doesn't understand that we're trying to help her. She's fighting for her life. She thinks we mean to hurt her. So what I got to do is whammo, grab her around the head and use my entire body to pin her down. On goes the blindfold.
Okay, you tell me where you want me. You want me to let go of the rope?
Yeah. Now, pull straddle her at the back end there. I'm going to grab up
And get her feet off.
on the outside.
Okay, I'm just gonna get this other foot.
Wait, just wait till I get this bag secured.
Once she feels the strength of myself and Terry on her, she settles down, she quietens, and we're able to work. Terry and I don't believe in using drugs and crocodiles. We'll put our bodies on the line before we'd ever do that.
She's one of the prettiest crocodiles. She comes from Babinda. That's why we called her Bindi, from Babinda.
Just 1 minute.
Okay.
Not under it.
Right.
Okay.
Up.
Up.
Yeah. You can see with the blindfold, rather than use drugs, which run the risk of losing your crocodile, once you blindfold them, they become very, very quiet. Go over.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
What do you want me to do?
just stay right there.
No problem.
Okay.
She's building up. She's putting her foot down. Now, you want to get her scooted up a little and then have me come over?
Yep.
Okay, rest her right there and I'll come over.
Right. Okay, Tia. Grab this bottom end. Is that other back foot? No, it's right. It's right. Okay. Over here, sweetheart. Over here.
Wait a minute.
Whoa, whoa.
Wait a minute.
That's okay. Go down.
I got her tail now. Okay, okay.
Okay. Down, let's go.
And the idea is for these two to get along because Graham is a male and Bindi is a female. So we're doing a little bit of matchmaking here.
It's physically demanding work. Terry and I live for our crocodiles. Always have and always will.
Okay, Terry. Here we go.
Their best interests are always at heart. And now,
In the water, sweetheart. Quick.
she gets to go into her new home with her new boyfriend, Graham.
Sharon is one sexy Sheila. She's the prettiest crocodile. And I tell you what, she gave Terry and I a run for our money.
Once again, we're going in with the lasso. We got to pump the water down until there's a minimal amount, and then try and get the lasso. You can see it slipped down back to her legs, which means we've got to get the top jaw rope on. Come on, Terry, you can do it, mate.
It's a lot harder than it looks.
It's around her bottom jaw as well.
Flick the rope over to me. Righto, Kurt.
Well,
Just try again. Looking
Right?
good. Yes. Isn't she a beautiful crocodile? She's gorgeous.
Another successful capture.
The smaller they are, the snappier they are. The 2 and 3 footers pack a real mean wallop, and within their own body, they're quick, real quick.
This was a stack of fun. Mind you, these guys can inflict some serious pain. Whoa, look at that! Launching straight up in between my legs, the little devil. And whammo, gotcha.
These crocodiles definitely have the advantage. They can hold their breath for a long period of time and settle right down in the mud. You gotta watch your step.
Oh, they're crying and belting me in the back with their tail. Here we go again.
All the crocodiles have to be housed together according to their size, so these little ones are graduating to the next size up.
And you can hear that cry. That would alert bigger adult crocodiles out in the bush. Luckily, there's none in here. One of our most asked questions is who does your laundry?
Yeah, guess who? I tell you, I don't know if Steve has more fun catching the crocodiles or just playing in the mud.
Don't let him go up there, Tim. Right.
Even these little crocodiles are incredibly strong.
Ooh, I don't know how he never bit me. They're quick. They're quick within their own body axis, and you can see, if you grab them by the tail, they're quick enough to swing back round and bite the hand that's got them.
And every one of these baby dinosaurs has 64 very sharp teeth.
A bite would go straight to the bone and beyond.
Oh, what are you doing? Very naughty.
Another technique we've had to utilise both here at Australia Zoo and in the wild is nets. This is a fishing net, a monofilament net. Crocodiles are really clever, particularly for anything that's hunting them. So I've tried to catch them with a lasso and they've learnt, the lasso means capture and we'll avoid it. Now I'm throwing caution to the wind and sharing their territory. I haven't got a lot of choice. I've got to feel along the bottom until I locate the crocodile and then convince them to go into the net. The way to convince them is to get them to bite. And we got this little bloke. Check him out. Mouth open, ready to bite. He's got a mouthful of net. We just cut it out. Don't be worried about it. This is dangerous. Grabbing a croc by the tail could mean them swinging round and grabbing hold of the hand that's got him. But luckily enough, its head's in a net. By crikey, they're strong. I'd easily outweigh that crocodile, but it's easily twice as strong as me and pulls us straight back into the water. This is not good. Come on, Tara, we need backup.
It's nice to know that we can always work together as a team and count on each other. When you're working with crocodiles, a lot of times it can be a situation of life or death.
Okay, if we can just get it up onto dry land. Here we go. Straighten up, jump it.
Mother's Day's always gonna be one heck of a memory. Imagine catching a whole stack of crocodiles with your mum.
Hold on to him, Mum. Hold on to him.
And here's my mum, Lynn Irwin. She's been working with crocodiles the majority of her life. And this Mother's Day, we're catching these little tackers. And they didn't come easily. They wanted to bite.
These particular crocodiles have reached sexual maturity, which means they're struggling for their own territory and they have to be taken out and separated or they'll just fight.
Unfortunately, we can't tell a male from a female crocodile without inserting your finger up inside the cloaca. Yep, that one's a boy. They're already onto us. As soon as they see one of their mates caught, they go, "Nah, you're not getting me," and they put up an even bigger fight. This one's around the neck, so he's a bit of a problem. We're gonna have to jump him straight up. Go, fellas, they just hit hard. Here's my dad. You can always count on his strength and stamina.
With 10 crocodiles to catch, we'll be lucky to get out of this without any blood flow. They bite.
Watch this. And this.
Ooh, another coat of paint and he would have got him.
There's ropes and teeth flying everywhere. It's really hard to get a top jaw rope on. We just got to get them where we can and then get them out so they can be jumped on really quickly.
Our Australia Zoo team includes 5 mothers and 2 grandmothers helping catch crocodiles. This'll be a Mother's Day we won't forget.
Good on you, Mum.
Croc captures are always full of emotion. And I've been rescuing crocs since I was a small boy. One of the greatest rescues and one of the most emotional moments of my life was capturing a crocodile that we felt really sorry for. His name was Charlie.
When we had to move Charlie, he was in a concrete enclosure with no room for escape, and he was one angry boy.
Oh, you gotta feel sorry for Charlie. Look at him, trapped in a concrete dungeon. We loved him the moment we saw him. The easiest thing people can do to help the world's wildlife is don't purchase wildlife products. Don't buy crocodile bags because they come from crocodiles that have been tortured and mistreated just like this poor old bloke. He's a magnificent animal. We call him Charlie and we're going to try so hard to capture him without too much stress. He's been through enough already.
Steve has to work from the top because inside the enclosure there's no room to maneuver. This is Charlie's territory and he's lived there for over a decade.
He was born at a crocodile farm where he was sure to be shot in the head and turned into boots, bags and belts. We hate that and we'll do everything in our power to make his life beautiful. Oh, look at him going off. We've got a couple of jewel ropes on. I've got Dad anchored on one, but he is angry, really angry. He wants me dead. Here we go. You can see us getting into each corner. We're going to have to jump him, and it's going to take a lot of strength to hold him down. He's big and angry and possesses incredible killer force. We're gearing up. We've got our whole team on standby. We just need one moment to get him. I'm going first. Here we go. Woo! Look at that for a pile up. And it takes all our strength just to pin him down. If one person gets flicked off, we're all in trouble. Go, Dad. Dad's an expert at getting the jaws together. We've got him secured. Yes! Talk about teamwork. This is it. This is the essence of what makes us tick. Love him. and saving crocodiles. It's everything to us. See the way he pulls his little leg up? We don't even want to bruise his beautiful little legs. And yet if he gets half a chance, he'll whip my leg right off.
Now that the blindfold is secured, he's going to calm down a little bit. But because of his sheer mass weighing over 600 pounds, it takes a lot of people to control him.
Charlie's in for a big surprise when he makes it to Australia Zoo. We've got a beautiful earth pond, lots of fish for him to catch, and a terrific environment. I bet he's going to think he's back in the wild.
And here he comes, into Australia Zoo, and it's like he's being released to paradise. A beautiful environment. Oh, look at his feet. From years of living on concrete, he's copped some hideous injuries. So the Australia Zoo team holds him down while we treat.
Hold this snap for me. So what we were doing is applying Silverdene cream. You've got like major bed sores. What it'll be is from the concrete. Building. Wait on. Okay.
Using people power, you can detect when the crocodile's about to fight. You can feel him tense up and go as stiff as a board. And it's at that moment that everyone hangs on and hangs on tight. Look at Wes, right at the head end there. If he comes off, we're all in a lot of trouble. We've just got to cut a couple of ropes off. Here we go, hold him down, he's unsecured. Go, go, go! He's free!
This is your champion. This is Charlie the champion. Real nice looking croc.
And in he goes, back into his deep, dark, dirty water.
And here he is, Charlie, 1 year later and behaving just like a crocodile. He's waiting, hoping that I'm going to come down to the water's edge. You want this piece of meat? Come on then. Come on then. Watch this. He hits like...
Oh, strike hit. Two, close, watch this. Oh, nearly picks me up. This guy hits so hard and fast, I barely made it out of the way. He really hates people. And who can blame him? He's copped a lot of tormenting in his life. And now he gets to be the king of his territory.
Come on, buddy. Here's a piece of meat for the big boy. Come on. Come on, then. Come on. Isn't he a beauty? Look at his teeth. His hands are nice and clean, and his head, beautiful head structure. I tell you what, he's grown a heck of a lot in the last 12 months. He's put on nearly a foot and probably around 100 kilos in weight. Talk about a success story. As you can see, he's turned into a crocodile. He's in that water somewhere in ambush mode, just like crocodiles do in the bush. There he is. Here he comes. Here he comes. Come on, naughty boy. Here's fish meat. Woohoo! How's that? It's Jaws. He's a little bit... Wait a minute. Wait. Move there, move. There's only one thing left to do for Charlie, and that's find him a good-looking Sheila.
And that never comes easy. Brian, our crocodile curator, tries to get a top jaw rope on, which goes wrong from the start. It's around the neck, so we've got to jump in and hang onto her. And she's not loving this at all. She's going into a death roll, which gives us enough time to try and secure a rope. Nope. I grab her by the tail, try to manipulate her. She's just fighting too hard. We're going to have to jump on her. We got two blokes on the outside of the fence on the ropes, and me and Brino inside. I've got to pick my moment. Oh, nearly made a mistake. But we've got to restrain. I think we'll call this beautiful Sheila Angel. Just getting her blindfold secured. Now we've got to make the decision of how we're going to get her in with Charlie. Charlie's never seen another crocodile, and so we're not sure how he's going to relate to this beautiful female angel.
It's a sure bet Charlie's going to be very territorial about people coming into his area. And it's going to be extremely dangerous to get Angel in without somebody taking a hit.
And the last one we want to take a hit is Angel. I'd lose my life for her. Look at him! He's stirred up straight away, aggressively charging across the water straight at us.
Just get out.
Come on, guys, move.
Get out! Go, Brino!
Things don't go perfectly with Angel's move. She's got a little bit of rope left on her that has to come off, but the whole time Charlie's trying to kill everybody in the enclosure. Danger.
See if you can get him out, Dave. Take your hat off.
So Darren lures Charlie out with some meat. A good ploy. There she is. So Darren and Brino lure Charlie all the way out, which gives myself and Fred enough leeway to gently secure the rope and try and pull her to the surface. Charlie's preoccupied. Here she comes. She's coming up. Oh no! Charlie's onto us. Extreme danger. Fred's got to hook that rope, otherwise she may drown. He's coming straight over and he means business. You can see it in his eye. He's coming over to take us out. Come on, Fred, hook it. Ooh, he's nearly got one of them. And he's on. He's coming straight at us. Go, Fred, go. We've got seconds left. Yes, the rope's off. And uh-oh, it's not over. Charlie's onto her. Woo! He's asserting his dominance. He's trying to get over the top of her and show her who's boss. This is normal. This is natural. We're going to have to sit back and hope that he doesn't hurt her. Ah, this is it. He's got her underneath him. Perfect. Excellent. Yes, he's got a grin from ear to ear. A match made in heaven.
When it comes to defending his territory, Charlie will kill anything. He doesn't care if it's a person or an inanimate object. Behind the scenes when we're filming, he's got no respect for the camera. And if it gets a little too close, he'll kill that too.
Come on then, Charlie. Come on, boy. Oh! This is the saltwater crocodile. Largest crocodile on the planet. We're going to take you on an adventure up into Cape York Peninsula, into the drying waterholes of the Normanby River, to look at Australia's unique species, the freshwater crocodile.
That was the opener for The Last Waterholes of the Outback, our documentary on freshwater crocodiles. We've got a camera on a giant Jimmy Jib arm, which is a crane that cranes across the water. And Charlie doesn't like anything like that in his territory. And we take it one step too far. He's been watching it and hating it and hating it. And here as the crane comes in 1/500th of a second, he spots it and whack!
Charlie!
Here it is from another angle. Watch this. And whack! Oh, no! Tens of thousands of dollars of equipment. But he doesn't stop there. Watch this. He makes sure he kills that microphone. He'll chomp right into it. Oh, no. And as we survey the damage, we get a good understanding of what 3,000 pounds of crocodile jaw pressure can do. Hard on the gear.
That should be a good shot.
We love our Crocs. We love our Charlie, even though if he gets half a chance, he'd kill any one of us. And it's because he's carrying a lot of scar tissue. He's carrying a lot of pain from his tormented life. Are you a naughty boy? Can I give you a pat on the tail? He's a cute little crocky. Oh. You're all right, mate. You're all right. He's a good boy.
Excellent. And this is why we catch crocs. We love them.
Catching crocodiles in their territory requires a lot of skill and a lot of guts. I had the backup of me best mate, Wes, to try and get this croc out of her hole, which was the lair that she dug under a mud bank.
This feisty female wasn't coming out of her lair. She dug the perfect cavern into a mud bank. We had to dig it out before we could even see her. And then when we spotted her, we realised just how big she was. I'm going to try and get a lasso on, and she proves just how difficult that can be. She's got her jaws wide open. Oh, whack! She grabs hold of the stick and fights it ferociously. The lasso slips off. We're going to have to go again. Whack! By crikey, she's aggressive. You can't blame her. She's backed up in the cavern, we've dug it out, and she thinks that we mean her harm. Thank goodness she doesn't just charge out and grab me by the leg. But crocodiles aren't evil monsters. She's just protecting her home. Now that we got the top jaw rope on, she's struggling. She's trying to use her body, her legs, to fight and to resist. This bag will give her something to chomp on and cover her eyes. She has one final gallant effort. And me and me best mate Wes jump on her, use our bodies to secure her into the mud until we can get a good rope on. And now we gotta try and get her into my dinghy. And she weighs a ton. The sticky, grease-like mud and the incline of the bank has made this one of our more difficult captures. Thank goodness I've got my best mate Wes helping. Although it feels like I'm trying to lift him and the croc in my dinghy. Here we go, we're on the final stretch.
Just stay on the head, mate. Whatever happens, ride it out.
Come on, girl, come on. Oh, yes, she's definitely a girl. What a muddy, feisty Sheila. We couldn't relocate her back into the bush, so we set her up with a boyfriend named Akko. He's my largest wild-caught crocodile. Watch the way the big old crocodile materialises out of the dark, dirty water. And here she is, Connie. She's still encrusted with mud, and Akko positions to get a good look at her. I'm just going to try and drag her down into the water while Akko's up against the bank. I should have enough time to get her in, but before I do, I've got to get one more rope off. Ooh, he likes the look, and he's coming over. Okay, there's a blindfold, and rope off. Just get that blindfold. Yes, she's good to go. Ooh, he likes the look of her. Under she goes. Beautiful. She likes the look of him too. Crocodiles are just like people. They love each other. And even to this day, he defends her with his life.
Imagine being a farmer with a crocodile in your backyard. There was this croc that was killing chickens and eating them and hunting the farmer's livestock. So he called me in. I've gone into the waterhole with a net and started prodding around, located the croc. The spotlight went dead on me and I was in the dark with this croc and it was bumping into my legs. Whew.
And here we are in far north Queensland. You can see the croc sitting on the bank. So Terry and I have to catch it out. I can't say I blame the farmer. He's sick of it killing his livestock and he doesn't want it too close to his homestead. He's also got young children. It can't get back to the river system, so if we can just hook it in the net, we'll be able to relocate it back where it won't have a conflict with people ever again. But it doesn't come that easy. Running the net's just fine. Ooh! And I locate it, it touches my leg. Luckily enough, it doesn't bite. You can see the stick I'm manipulating into position to try and get it to bite so as I can mesh its teeth. If I can't get the monofilament net around its teeth, we won't be able to catch it. I can't find it again, it's in here. Oh, there it is. Bump me again. Crocodiles aren't just mean and aggressive and bite a human's leg. Even though I'm in its terrain and the light goes out, it doesn't turn on me. Crikey, can you believe it? The spotlight's gone dead. Now I've got to do it by torchlight. Then she's encircled in the net. It's just a matter of manipulation. I've got the stick under her belly. Oh, here she goes. Oh, straight into my leg again. Mouth shut. Oh, looking good, looking good.
Let go, let go, let go.
You can see I've got all the mesh around me now. If she fights and struggles, we'll get a good mesh.
We're on a roll. Come on, get it. Oh, bite it, girl, that's it. Terry, get round here and grab that net. Righto, up. That's it, pull me back, pull me back.
Look at that, perfectly meshed.
Let go of me.
She can still bite through the mesh, but we're in no danger. Great. Just gotta get that net off and we'll relocate her back into a river system where she belongs. Check out those teeth. Crocodile's teeth overlap their top and bottom jaw. They are their weapons to capture their food. Combine those huge, great penetrating teeth with thousands of pounds per square inch jaw pressure and you've got one awesome, hard-hitting predator. I just keep her eyes covered and then up into a box.
Right.
Excellent. Lid on. A job well done.
Freshwater crocodiles have long, thin, narrow jaws, and they can't kill people, but they sure can bite, like we found out when we tried to help a freshie that was caught in a farmer's water hole.
Freshwater crocodiles aren't ordinarily a problem to farmers. They are primarily fish eaters. But this one's gotten in too close to the area where the farmer lives and has no hope of leaving. As the waterhole dries up, we can see evidence where the crocodile has tried to leave but has come back time and again. With only days left before the waterhole's completely dry, we've got to get in and move it out as fast as possible. And this is one big freshwater crocodile. This is when the crocodile manages to get one over on us. When Steve isn't paying attention, it manages to grab a hold of his thumb, sinking its teeth in right to the bone. Youch! And there it is. He's got to pull his hand out of the croc's mouth and without missing a beat, continues with the capture.
What you don't get to see is a tooth snapped off in the knuckle of my thumb.
The mud is so deep that the crocodile can lie on the surface while our legs sink right in.
Let's go up.
And the pain of the bite is easy to overcome. I just block it out. My job is to save this crocodile no matter what. Focus.
I'm just totally stuck in the mud, completely mired. Every time I try to get up on my feet, I fall over again. Steve's having to hold the crocodile and me. As the croc continues to struggle, our efforts become more and more difficult, and I'm getting tired.
Let's go.
Finally, we made it.
If only crocodiles knew that we were there to help them, help save their life. This big adult freshwater crocodile had a piece of net all entangled around its snout. It was surely gonna die, and it gave us the slip until we could finally get in and grab it and save its life.
We weren't exactly sure what we were looking for, but my instincts were telling me that something was amiss. I kept spotting stuff. Bubbles, what looked to be a bit of net, and I couldn't quite get a bead on it, so I decided to go into the freshwater crocodile's territory. You can see that one's perfectly healthy, sitting up against the logs, thinks it's camouflaged. They're very uninclined to bite. Unless I touch it or bump into one, they won't bite. On my next dive, I think I see it. No? Yes! That's got to be a piece of net. I can't get anywhere near it. It just swims off out in front, so we decide to try by paddling. And there it is! I spear straight down and easily grab it round the neck and hang on.
Round this way. That's it. I got the head. Round this. Oh, I tell you what, he's tired too. He's really tired.
The net comes off easy. Terry's razor-sharp knife just slides it through. This croc was certainly gonna die. It's already starting to get emaciated. Thank goodness we got to it when we did. And straight back into the water.
We didn't expect to capture a crocodile with his bottom jaw amputated. Catching him the first time was just fine. It went like clockwork. We put him into a temporary holding facility, and then I had to catch him out for the second time. He was grumpier, angry, and didn't want to come out of there.
And here he is, just after capture from the wild. Nobby. Extraordinary animal, 14 feet in length, and had his bottom jaw ripped off by another crocodile. He puts up a bit of a struggle and a fight. Just got to get the top jaw rope on. Just slide it through using a couple of sticks. If the crocodile bites the sticks, they'll just break, and it won't hurt the crocodile's teeth, what he's got left. Oh, he doesn't like it when that top jaw rope goes on, but Dad's an excellent anchor man and holds him securely. Look at him fight! They have explosive power, and that's the beauty of the top jaw rope. They can fight and they can struggle, but they're going nowhere without causing undue stress to him. It's just a simple matter of people power to get him up and out of the gully, onto a trailer, and back to the ranch where we've built a temporary holding facility. And there's the release. He's confused. He knows which way it is to the river. He doesn't understand this temporary water hole. He has a fight and then zips straight into the water. Thank goodness. Catching Nobby came relatively easy without too much stress on me or him. Then we had to build a temporary holding facility till we made a decision on what we were going to do with him. Then when the decision came through to let him go back out into the same billabong, the challenge was there to recapture a trapwise crocodile. We had to go in with ropes and jag him. Woo! He didn't like that too much. He's angry, and for good reason. The top jaw ropes went on pretty easily. I'm putting a second one on just so as we can get another anchor point. And he's not a happy lad. He fights us all the way, but people power is able to drag him up out of the water to a position where we can jump on him to try and restrain him. He's a big chunk of a crocodile too, by crikey. Look at him, beautiful, big, awesome animal. Goes into a death roll. Here we go. Ready, Ready? It's always hard to convince people that we gotta jump on the croc and don't back off. Here we go. Go, Steve, followed by Dad. The team zooms in. People power, straight up, hard and fast. That's it. I got him round the head, got his jaws secured. We're good as.
Our greatest reward when catching crocodiles is the release back into their own environment.
This is what it's all about. Capturing and relocating crocodiles is quite an awesome sensation, but there is nothing that beats the total fulfillment of releasing them back into the wild, particularly back into the same billabong, back into his same waterhole. Yes, releasing him into his home. This is his territory. He's the king. Right back where he belongs.
Releasing Nobby back to the wild was one of the most special things I'd ever experienced. And for the next few years, we'll have to keep track of him to make sure he survives in spite of his debilitating injury.
This is what it's all about. Returning the crocodile to the wild, where they belong. Only he's learnt. Don't go near people.
I've been catching crocodiles since the day I can remember, all my life. And I am so passionate and enthusiastic about their conservation and their preservation. By crikey, I love my crocodiles, and I reckon we'll spend the rest of our lives capturing and relocating them.
I really hope that you've enjoyed all of our exciting croc capture vision, because it doesn't matter if they're from the wild or captivity, freshwater or saltwater. They're all dangerous, they all bite, and we want to bring you some exciting moments for years to come.
There's only one thing left to say. Crocs rule!
Yeah!